Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros play the New York Yankees for the second game of the regular season. As after yesterday, the Astros blew a 4-0 lead and lost 5-4. The Astros have a chance to bounce back tonight as Carlos Rendon will be on the mound for the New York Yankees, and for the Astros, Christian Javier is on the mound for the Astros. So let's go over the Astros lineup. We'll go over the Yankees lineup, and I'll go over what I think the Astros need to do in this game to potentially win, and what I think happens. So, this game tonight, it is at 7:10, and it is on Apple TV+. It's not on Space City Home Network. It's not on Yes Network if you're a Yankees fan or you have the Yankees channels. So, it is just on Apple TV+. All right, now starting lineups. Let's go over the Yankees first since they are the visiting team, but I don't really care about them. Gleyber Torres at leadoff, Juan Soto at 2, and at 3, Aaron Judge. At 4, Anthony Rizzo, Giancarlo Stanton at 5, Alex Verdugo at 6, Anthony Volpe at 7, John Birdie at 8, the player they just traded for. I'm actually interested to see how he does in this lineup. I thought that was an intriguing trade for the Yankees as much as I dislike the Yankees. I still cover all teams on my channel. If a big trade's going to happen, I'm going to talk about it. And it wasn't a huge trade, right? But it was a trade. And it was, he's a solid player. And I actually kind of liked watching him on the Marlins. I thought he was a solid hitter on the Marlins. He had a nice year last year. So I'm actually kind of excited to see how he does this year. I hope he doesn't do great against us, but still. And then at catcher, you have Jose Trevino. And then, so for the Yankees on the mound tonight is Carlos Rendon. All right, Astros lineup, not a lot of changes. There's only one change. It's in the bottom order, and I'll get to that. So the only change in the bottom of the order had to do with Chazzy Fizz and Diaz, but Altuve at leadoff. At 2, Yordan Alvarez. I really, and then at 3, Kyle Tucker. I really liked what we saw from the first game of the 1-2-3, the change of the lineup of the 1-2-3, and I like Yordan at 2. I like seeing Tucker at 3. I like having those two guys bat next to each other because I know the Astros didn't get that win yesterday, but the Astros in the ninth, they got a situation where both guys got a hit. Yordan Alvarez had an infield single, and Tucker had a single. I know Dubon was throwing at it home, but at the same time, I thought I know first game, Yordan only had 2 hits, Tucker only had 1, but I think those two guys are going to mix really well with each other with them batting back-to-back at 2 and 3. Then at 4 at cleanup, Alex Bregman. I really like him at that 4th spot as well. Having your most patient hitter up at 4 with your most dangerous hitters from 1 to 3, I think it's genius. And then at 5, Jose Abreu. He did not get a hit yesterday. Hopefully he can get his first hit of the season today. And then here's the change. At 6, Yainer Diaz. He was 7 yesterday. Chas was 6. Maybe his great game of going 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs or 1 RBI is the reason why he's moved back to 6. Chas is at 7. Jeremy Pena, after a good 2 for 4 day yesterday, is at 8. And Jake Myers remains at 9 after he was taken out of the game yesterday for pitcher John Singleton. Pinch hitter John Singleton. And that's where I'm going to start it off with. If the Astros want to win that game, don't do something stupid like that again. Putting in John Singleton with the corners, runners on the corners. I know it had to maybe do something with, righty-lefty matchup, but at the same time, I think the Astros would have been better off having Jake, stepping up there to face whoever was pitching with the runners on the corners, and if not, put in Dubon if you're going to bring in anybody. But I just feel like that was a crap situation, putting in John Singleton with the runners on the corners with 2 outs. He has not proved himself to be very reliable in situations like that in the past, and I think it was a dumb decision. We saw Dusty Baker, I think, do that a couple times in the playoffs. It didn't work out. But yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that again. But I say that, then probably bring John Singleton on as a pinch hitter again. But I don't want to see that happen again. But I think the Astros get a win today. For predictions, I have Yordan Alvarez going yard in this one. I think Yordan Alvarez takes Carlos Rendon deep early in the game. I think Altuve has a bounce-back game. We only saw 1 for 5 day in his first game of the season. I think he has a bounce-back. I think at least 2 hits for Altuve today. But I think this is going to be a good offensive game. Look, I love Christian Javier, but I think the Yankees offense is going to be ready to face the Astros today. I think the Astros offense is going to be ready to face the Yankees today. I see this being a very well-scored baseball game, but I think this is a very well-scored baseball game where the Astros have a little bit of a better pitcher than the Yankees do on the mound, and I think the Astros get the win. But if the Astros are going to win this game, I expect it to be a very close game. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out. Let's go Astros.